Today we're taking a look at Cardano's ADA coin, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see ADA go in the near future. Let's get into it. Welcome back into Cardano's ADA coin chart, guys. If you'd like to buy ADA or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. And right now we are sitting at 51 cents. We've managed to crack that 50-cent mark again quite consistently over the past week or so, and it's looking like it is giving us a bit of resistance, in particular at that level of 55 cents, which we have hit on many occasions now. So what I'm going to do is basically put another horizontal line of resistance in place just to mark that up. As you can see, we have touched it multiple times. And also, you'd note as well, the trend we were expecting didn't necessarily occur, and this was because of the multiple rejections of this line of resistance. Now, whilst yes, we haven't tracked as high as other cryptocurrencies, what we are seeing though is consistent moves upwards, and we're seeing higher highs and higher lows as well. And that is really critical to what we are looking for, because it's indicating to us we are starting to trend in a bit more of an upwards direction now. So I'm going to basically get rid of this previous line I had in place, indicating what I thought would be, I suppose, the price action occurring, and instead we're going to take a deeper look at what's going on at the moment. Now, firstly, let's kick things off by saying we have managed to hold this key point of support, and we have bounced off it on a few occasions, most notably on the 27th of July, where we touched it after a day where we slightly dipped below it. That is showing a sign of strength for us over that point in time. So all in all, not looking too bad at this point in time. I also can see something that really does excite me, and we've seen this on a few other coins, but it's only just happened now for Cardano's ADA coin, and that is the cross of the 20-day moving average above the 50-day moving average. This is our first real indicator that the trend is starting to change. And it's showing us that in the short to medium term at least, the price action is moving upwards. And we have not seen this for a long time. The last time we were above this point, so the 20-day moving average being above the 50-day moving average, was all the way over here in late April. And we were below it all the way up until about 2 or 3 days ago. This is a very good signal. Now, volume-wise, not too much actually happening at this point in time. Hopefully, as a bit more confidence builds, we'll start seeing some more buying action come into play. And I suppose when we do manage to break this key line of resistance up here at that 55-cent mark, that is really when things will start moving for us. But until that point in time, what you're going to see is basically as we start to move, it's going to coil in that sort of a manner before hopefully seeing that breakout. And it's looking really positive from that point of view. Let's have a look at the RSI, because this will show us where the momentum actually is. And you can see, actually, interestingly enough, it's pretty flat. So the buying and the selling is pretty even at this point in time, and for us that indicates that there is still some uncertainty when it comes to Cardano, and to be honest, rightly so, considering if we do zoom out a bit, you can see how far we have actually fallen from our peak all the way over here on the 2nd of September 2021, which was $3.16. So we are quite far off that point now, and obviously a lot of people are going to be hesitant in getting back into Cardano. But the catalyst, in my opinion, will be breaking through this key point of resistance at 55 cents. When that does occur, we should start to see some beautiful price action come into play, and the buying volume actually start to increase as well, and that will be reflected on the RSI. Now, let's have a look at the MACD. The MACD, it's pretty shallow as well. This is, I suppose, in correlation to what we're seeing on the chart, what we're seeing from volume, what we're seeing from RSI, But most notably, we have not fallen below our 12-day EMA, dropping below that 26-day EMA line, which is positive. They are moving closer together now, but I'm expecting we're going to not see a cross there as long as the overall crypto market does manage to hold up. And hopefully we start seeing some green bars like we did see back over here in June, as that will really start to show the buying momentum coming into play right now. I also want to have a look at the Bollinger Bands, and the reason I want to look at that is because I think what we're seeing is a bit of a coil, and that is certainly the case if you do look at this. The Bollinger Bands are now very, very tight, and yes, we saw a little break above it when we did manage to, I suppose, move above those 50-day moving averages and then once again test the 20-day moving averages, but they are still very, very close together in the grand scheme of things. This indicates we are forming a nice floor for the next movement upwards because the price action is actually coiling at this point in time. So once again, another positive indicator. Let's also just zoom in a bit. And the reason I want to zoom in is because I want to go to the hourly chart just to see what's happening from a shorter term perspective. You can see at the moment there are so many moving averages around here which are coming into play that are resulting in lots of support levels, lots of resistance levels fighting against each other. The price action at this point in time is going to be very, very interesting in the next coming days and weeks in particular, as we do start to see everyone get a bit more confident. Bitcoin in particular is going to be a real driver here. As soon as we see some big days on Bitcoin or even the likes of Ethereum, we should start to see everything come back to a normalized level, and we should see things such as Cardano's ADA coin track and follow the exact same trend. But the key here, in my opinion, is really that cross of the 20-day above the 50-day. That is a massive, massive tick when it comes to showing that we are gaining some momentum. Now, this line I've drawn at this point in time, I'm saying is relatively conservative because we have tested this $55 mark on a few separate occasions now, and I'm thinking that will bust very, very quickly, and you're going to see the volume quickly follow it up. This line up here of resistance at 68 cents is, in my opinion, as well going to be very, very quick off, I suppose, the test. We're going to see it tested within, I suppose, a few weeks' time once that does manage to break, or possibly even shorter. If the momentum really does come in like we did see back over here at the end of May, it can be tested very, very quickly. Breaking that would be absolutely huge. We do have this 200-day moving average moving down as well. I would not be shocked to see that 200-day moving average sort of come into alignment with this 68 cent mark and prove to be another major point of resistance. The key here is to try and test it and break through it, whilst also maintaining our price action now above the 20 and 50-day moving averages. All in all, looking very, very good. Price target is going to be simple. Breaking the 55 cent mark. That is the price target. And I'm going to say that we're going to see this within the next couple of weeks, if not an even shorter time frame. Just given the fact that we are, I suppose, from a shorter term perspective, trending in that sort of nice upwards trajectory at this point in time. All in all, looking pretty positive compared to where we were only a couple of months ago. That wraps up today's analysis of Cardano's ADA coin, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. Of course, if you did enjoy today's video as well, make sure you do leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.